Hi, welcome to live stream this morning. So I'm going to be channeling Archangel Raphael and giving messages according to who's listening in this moment and who will be listening afterwards. And also giving messages about the week ahead as well. So I'm just going to let Archangel Raphael come in and speak through me. Hmm. I would like you to know that I am very much about clearing energy, helping people to feel more aligned within themselves. So I, Raphael, am here in order to bring you healing as well as messages. But what I would like you to know is that when I am with you, my focus is very much on restoring you, making you whole again. I like to focus on this more than anything else because through this you are able to automatically know things, feel things for yourself without having to ask questions. So, what I'm really trying to do is help you become fully enlightened, become whole, become well on all levels, have access to infinite knowledge, be able to communicate yourself with higher beings and receive messages inwardly, receive from the whole cosmos in order to inform your choices, to receive information from what is going on around you, receive information from many different places which are aligning to the oneness, and in this way make good decisions for yourself. And the reason I'm starting with this message is because I want you to know that when I'm with you, you will have automatic clarity. There are some questions which will automatically be answered, but it will not necessarily be by me, but it will be through my presence, restoring your connection to the oneness from within. And from this place, you are able to know things for yourself, to feel things out, to have a sense of what is going on. And it is through this you are also able to connect to the beings who are fully enlightened, who are here to help you, who offer you more information, more clarity through their connection to the oneness. And when you are in this state, it is almost like you spontaneously know things. You are spontaneously communicating with the light in all different forms, in all different areas of life. And when you are here, it is like the questions disappear because you already know the answer before you even ask the question. And so, when you are full of questions, when you have a lot that you need, a lot of questions you need answered, a lot of clarification, it is always a sign that actually there is somewhere you have lost your connection to the light. And for some of you, it may be in areas where you have been traumatized by life. For some of you, it can be coming from very far away, far back in time, where perhaps you have lost parts of yourself, parts of your soul, perhaps parts of you which are trapped elsewhere. And the reason I want you to know all this is because for those of you here who always have a lot of questions, who are always in dilemmas, have problems, I would like you to really focus on going really deep inside and going into a state where you are able to have a sense of what is going on a deeper level within you, where the problem is. And I will say, most likely, it will be soul loss as well as trauma, physical trauma in the body. Because where soul has gone missing, then trauma is going to be incurred there in different forms. Because where there is missing soul, you will find yourself getting involved, perhaps with the wrong people, or going to places that traumatize you, or doing other things which are not quite right. I am saying all this because I want all of you to be going deeper at the moment, really getting to the root of problems, dilemmas that you face in life a lot, things which keep coming up for you. And for those of you who feel a bit like they really want to have a quantum leap in this lifetime, it is really important to go deeper, not to get fixated on the smaller questions that keep arising, but to really go deeper and ask yourself why there are things that you need to know, with that there are things which go unanswered. It is good for you to know this first and foremost. And when you are restored in your connection, you will start to feel it inside. You will generally feel more whole, more complete. And then, of course, you are still able to work with us. We are able to help you answer questions, give clarity and knowledge, but it is in a slightly different way. A bit like what we are able to do is communicate with you and help you to understand more, give you additional information, add to your understanding of life, enhance your experience of life. But it is in a different way you approach us, not in a desperate way, a way where you are really desperate for answers, desperate for things. It is more like you come to us as an ally, a friend, someone who comes to say, is there anything I need to know? Is there anything you can help me with? And is there anything I can do for you? And when you have this sort of relationship with higher beings, it is actually a sign that you are at a level of enlightenment yourself, where you are able to actually sustain yourself, look after yourself well, know what is right for you and what is not, have clarity. Perhaps not know everything, but know enough actually to be able to lead a life that is wholesome, healthy, good for you in all ways. So, what I am really trying to say here is I want to get all of you to this stage where you are really feeling like this. So then, when you listen to me speak through this channel, or hear me inwardly, or go to someone else who can communicate my words or the words of other higher beings and angels, it is more with curiosity, it is more with an open mind, a willingness to learn more, to know more about life, to understand more, but it will be more in a light-hearted way, without desperation, without fear. I hope I am making sense. And this is the first message I want to give, because I would like to help restore you, all of you, so you are at this stage, at this level. And for those of you who already are, what I am doing is adding to your understanding of life, making your life easier, smoother, enlightening you, so to speak, about other things, so your life can flow better, so you can be more aligned to who you really are, so you can have greater impact on life. I also would like to share with you that when I restore you, it is sometimes going to be quite a long process, because some of you have very complex issues. It is really good for you to know this, that when you are in some way or another suffering from very complex trauma, complex issues, that perhaps is caused, created by many, many lifetimes, and where the root is located somewhere else altogether in the distant past. I have to first go through the layers of trauma before I am able to get to the root. And the reason for this is because the layers which are on top are often very active. And as long as they are active, they do need to be cleared, because otherwise they get in the way of me being able to get to the root within you. And when I have cleared something from the root, it still takes time for all the layers which have formed on top to be fully cleared, because they tend to then have a life of their own, a momentum of their own. I hope I am making sense. I want you to know that healing is not always a fast journey process. Of course, it can be. It is possible, especially in the new age, for things to be cleared really fast when someone is ready. But it is often a long journey before you even get to this point where you are ready to perhaps meet someone who can help you with this, who can clear something really fast. It is often a journey to get to this place within. And so I will say that it is inevitable that where you have a lot of complex issues, complex trauma, there will be a journey. There will be a journey where you will be working through the layers. And then it might be that at the right time you meet someone who can sort out the root cause, or it just happens spontaneously in some way. But actually, if you look at your journey, you will see that you have actually worked through the layers in order to get there. Whether it is through life itself and experiences you have through life, or whether it is by consciously having engaged with those layers. So I would like you to all know this, that healing is a long journey often. And at the same time, it can be a journey that can be most pleasurable, rewarding, satisfying. And I would like all of you to go forwards with this perspective that you are on a journey to wholeness, that you are becoming whole in each and every moment. And through this journey, you are feeling better and better every day. And if you are able to have this perspective, it actually makes the journey better. And it actually becomes your reality as well. That as you see healing as something joyful and fun, it actually becomes it. And through this, you start to be less fixated on the end goal and you enjoy the journey, and it becomes something that actually helps you to be much more of a powerful person in the world. Someone who has a lot of knowledge, experience of what it is like to suffer from various things and then to find the answer, to sort out problems. So I see that this message is relevant for all of you here, that you are all on this journey and you are all looking for answers and finding them, and through this, experiencing life in a new way. I also would like to share with you that there is no such thing as really needing to ever feel that you have to go to someone for help, for answers. But there is such a thing as being open to life and seeing what comes. So it is not like you need to search for people to help you. But when you go within and you go deep into what is going on there, you will get a sense that actually there are certain things going on, things which may feel complex to you, quite difficult to be with on your own. And as you go deep within into this energy, you start to actually bring in the light there, and the light itself will then bring you the right help. So as the light touches parts of you, it starts to see what you need. And then you will find yourself colliding with the right people, the right help. So, what I say to all of you is be open to who comes into your life to assist you. Be open to it, but don't go out looking. Because when you look for answers, when you look for healers to help you, and so forth, you can end up colliding with the wrong people, because there is also such a thing as false light, traps that you are able to fall into. And often, when you are in a desperate state, really searching for answers outside of yourself, that is when you can collide with the wrong people. And through this searching, what happens is that doorways can open up to other realms where there are perhaps interfering energies that want you to be in some way or another trapped in something. So, what I am really trying to say is go within and bring the light into areas within you where there are problems. Bring the light into situations in your life which are unresolved. Go within first, and then the right help will arrive. I hope I am making sense, but it is just a reminder. Many of you already know this, but it is a reminder to always go within first and then see what happens. I also would like you to know that when you feel you are trapped in a situation, in some sort of scenario, something going on, perhaps in the present, or perhaps even in the past, which still feels active vibrationally, then it is important to first recognize that you are trapped in something, that it is not actually who you are, it is not actually the truth. And once you recognize this, you are able to go deeper into the energy, get a sense of what it is all about. And after you have done this, you are then able to go into a state where you are asking from your higher self for this to fully be dissolved away. So, an example is a trap that you may be in inside yourself of feeling guilty about something, something that you really are not responsible for, but you may feel guilty about something which has happened. And then when you go within, you may get a sense that that guilt is not really valid at all, that there is really perhaps nothing you could have done in that situation, that whatever happened wasn't your fault. Or you may even get a sense that if it was your fault, then it was a mistake, something that you did not mean to do, or something that happened for some other reason. And when you do, you will get a sense that you have fallen into a trap, a hole within yourself. And when you have this sense, you are able to get a sense of the energy behind it. And then you can ask from the light of your higher self for that to be fully cleared, released in you. And if it is enough to ask, the energy will just clear. You will feel it move. But if there is help you need for this to be complete, then you will collide with the right person to help you. So, this is how it all works, that when you identify something and ask for it to fully clear, that is when the help arrives if you need it. And this is what you have to do for yourself. And then other things you are able to be assisted with by many beings of light, by many angels in heaven and on earth. And it is good to remember this, that the angels in heaven work in a team with the angels on earth. So when you ask an angel for something in spirit, that angel will do what they can, but they will also activate the angels on earth who they are connecting with in order to assist you, to bring you what you need on all levels. I am explaining all of this so you can more fully understand what is going on when you go within, what is actually happening, how it all works. And by understanding this, you are able to be more proactive with your healing. You are able to go deeper inside and recognize that actually the answers will automatically come as you engage with what is going on within. And my final message about this is that each and every one of you here is going to find that in this lifetime you will actually find full healing. You will find answers and full healing. I see you all have this intention and you will find it. I would like you to know this, and that I, as Raphael, prioritize healing over all other things, that I put this first, that I say to you all, heal yourself first, before anything else. Focus on healing yourself, and then automatically your life will take you forwards. And when it comes to your purpose, as you focus on healing yourself, your purpose will unfold in the right way. So that is what I want you to know. The energies at the moment in the world are not easy. They are very changeable. They go from light to dark. There are moments of great light and then darkness again. And what I will say about this is the energies are bringing up a lot for all of you. There is a theme going on in the world at the moment that is very much about narcissism and abuse and things being turned on their head. And I see these energies are alternating at the moment. So there are times when this energy that is very self obsessed, narcissistic, very ego driven is dominating. And then suddenly it all turns around. And there is a lot of light that comes in to people's minds and hearts. And then the energies turn again. And then there is more light. And what I will say generally is remember to stay very connected to your heart at the moment, because actually the ego mind can really drive you insane. It can take you into all sorts of energies, energetic traps, holes. But when you are connecting deeply to your heart, staying connected to a part of you that is very deeply embodied, but also able to stay connected to higher energies. It gives you that balance. It gives you a sense of what is true and real. And I would like you to all stay connected to this place. And in this place, you will actually feel what is really going on, not only in your own life, but in the world around you. And when you feel it with your heart, that is when you have a lot of power as well. Because whatever you feel in your heart, and then you take action from this place, is very powerful in the world. So, this is my message to those of you who would like to be more proactive at the moment in the world with worldly affairs. Connect with your heart first, and then you will be effective in what you are doing, whatever that happens to be. My final message at the moment is that there is actually a need for peace at the moment in the whole world on a very deep level. There is such a need for peace because at the moment it is about restoring people, restoring harmony, connection to the light within. And yet there is such a need for this that anything that is not peaceful, that is disharmonious, really affects the energy of the collective in a very deep way, regardless of whether the collective agree with what is going on or not. But this is on another level. And I will say that those of you who are very aware of this need for peace, for yourself, but for everyone, you will actually feel very affected by current world events. And that is because you really feel the impact it is having on life. What I would like you to know is that as you connect to that place within you that is peaceful and harmonious, it does have a positive effect on the world. It does make changes for everyone. So it is really good to give yourself time daily where you disconnect from everything that is going on and just go really deep into this place of peace. I have no more messages. I would like you to know that the week ahead will be a good one, a time where you are able to generally go forwards in life and expand, do the things you want to be doing. And it is also a good week for actually getting things done that perhaps you have put off for a while, things you have been wanting to do. That is all. Mm. Yeah, so thank you everyone for listening, and yeah, wishing you a good weekend and a good week ahead, and lots of love to all of you.